On the floor for the visiting Boston Celtics. At point guard, Drew Holiday. At center, Kristaps Porzingis. At the underdog position, Derek White. At small forward, Jaylen Brown. At the other forward position, Jason Tatum. The head coach of the visiting team is Joe Mazzulla. It's time to introduce the starting five for your Memphis Grizzlies. At the shooting guard position, at 6'3", number 36, the man in the middle, 7 feet 4 inches, number 14, Zach Edey. At the small forward position, standing 6'5", number 22, Desmond Bain. Half court, 6'11", number 13, Jack Jackson Jr. At guard, 6'3", number 12, Jack Morant.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball for you. And tonight, we'll see the Memphis Grizzlies as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Grizzlies, Smart and Bain on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Morant in at the point. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Now here's Smart, outside Bain, three-pointer. He drops it from range.
Well, that's Bain's go-to zone. You can't let him have a look from there.
There's Tatum with the 3. And it's Bain with the rebound. Outside Morant. Pass to Edey. Shoots over Brown. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Morant. So it's Boston now. It's a 5-point game. Porzingis with a screen on Morant. Holiday passes to Porzingis, and he lays it up and in.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Taylor Jenkins. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill, but JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. And so it's Memphis with it, following the bucket by the Celtics. Bane, the jumper from the wing, off target.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's White. Can't get it to fall.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Jackson for three. And again, it's Memphis missing.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
They now take the lead.
I like that from White, attacking the heart of that defense.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
You know why Morant makes those dunks look so easy? He's got a 44-inch vertical. That's unbelievable.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Jackson against Tatum. Jackson down low. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Lets the three fly, and Bane with the three. Bane's got 6.
Smooth and fast release from Bane that time.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
It's that time again, everybody. Come on and give away the ball for your Grizzlies.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. And the Celtics also making a change. Al Horford's checked in for Tatum. Celtics trail by 4. Outside White. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist of the night. Memphis has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Outside Bane. Back to Smart. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Bane. Rebounded by the Celtics. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life.
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Jackson gets the bucket.
Well, modern-day big men can hit threes and guard multiple positions. That's Jaren Jackson.
Outside, Brown. Screen by Horford. Three-pointer. Brown can't hit. Grizzlies lead by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Smart. Pass to Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 5 points.
Showing some muscle on that finish. Jackson Jr. doesn't get thrown off balance easily.
Porzingis sets a screen. Holiday from long range. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies out in front, up 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Springer in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Williams. Pass to Morant. Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Pass to Aldama. Back to Williams. From deep, Morant. Horford pulls it in. Boston trailing. Tatum looking it over. Fires the 3. JT for 3.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. checked in for Memphis. Smart comes in for Williams. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Drew Holiday comes in for Springer. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Morant. He takes it in. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Yeah, and once Morant takes off like that, the defense has to know what's coming next.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. It's good. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Holiday, and there's the drive. Memphis with a rebound. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Tatum against Jackson. Screen by Horford. Tatum from long range. The rebound by Edey.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside Morant. Off the mark there with a 3. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. On the wing, Tatum. The 3 is up. Tatum connects on the corner 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Stolen. Down low. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Jackson outside. 1:11 left in the second. Outside Morant, 6 to shoot. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Holiday. Smart grabs a miss. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Oh, my! John dropping the hammer.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Jackson against Tatum for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Tatum's got 14 points for the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 12 points for him.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Tatum, shot is good.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. Torching the Nets, hitting 4 from distance that quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings. Several teams wrestling for position there. I know wrestling is an arena you have some experience in, Shaq.
Absolutely. I remain undefeated as a wrestler. Just don't check the tape.
But hope you're better in the ring.
You talk and keep, Kenny. I'll at you from the rope top.
Or you keep. You talk and keep, Kenny.
You talk and keep.
Now moving on to the Boston Celtics and the close first half they played.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Boston leading by 4. Durant and Smart make up the backcourt. Bane and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. And it's Edey in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. They set the pick to the paint. And stolen by Porzingis. Brown with it. He's picked up by Bane. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Well, you got to foul Brown harder than this because he does convert well through contact.
Boston shooting their first free throw tonight.
Jaylen Brown, 1 shot.
And that one misses. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Just 4 to shoot. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Yeah, Jackson's link impacts both ends.
Morant. Oh, Morant from close range.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Tatum a screen on Morant. Holiday passes to Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Again, the miss by Boston. Grizzlies trail by 4. On the wing, Bane. 4-3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. For Boston, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
First one falls for him. And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Jackson outside. Pass to Edey. And here's Smart. He's guarded by White. From deep, Bane. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Smart has got his third assist of the night.
Well, this is part of why guys love playing with Smart. He will reward you for getting open if you can.
Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. To the middle. Inside. Smart against White. And it's Smart missing. Boston leading by 5. Left side, Brown. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Bane. Smart looking around. To the inside. Morant with the slam!
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Who wants a T-shirt?
Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Outside, Brown. Brown downhill. Memphis with a rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The three from Bane. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston leading by 3. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Free throw good. Brown.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
Both good from the line that time.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Boston leading by 5. Brown gets the inside finish.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Outside Morant. Knocks down the triple. Morant's got 19 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pritchard gets it to go.
You love how Tatum gets others involved. He doesn't want to do it all by himself out there.
Outside Bane. Aldama, the pass to Bane. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go. The rebound, Celtics. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And here's Morant outside, and another 3 from Memphis.
You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from 3 in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
Brown with a screen. Tatum from long range. Oh, count it! Tatum hits from way out.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Celtics leading by 6. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Grizzlies trail by 6. Taking a look at the Celtics. We've got Al Horford. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at small forward. Here's Jackson. Tatum pulls it in. Boston has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Right side Morant, driving in, and then Morant with the dunk.
Yeah, when Morant gets a step to the hoop, he's looking to drop that hammer on.
Tatum against Jackson, and here's Horford for 3. Williams grabs the board, and Williams has got the ball here for Memphis. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Down low. Here's Jackson. Nice D from Horford. Boston leading by 6. Tatum inside. Williams defending. On the wing, Tatum. Horford, a screen on Williams. Tatum from long range. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his 2nd in this half.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Clark's checked in for Williams. The Celtics also with a sub. Holiday is checked in. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's the pick. There's the triple. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum with it, guarded by Morant. Morant against Tatum. To the inside. Here's Tatum, out of bounds. It'll go to the Grizzlies. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edie's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Desmond Bane in for Jackson. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Now here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk!
And this is what's so special about Morant's game. His mobility and his explosiveness.
Now Holiday. Tatum a screen on Smart. Holiday passes to Tatum. He's off on the layup. Grizzlies trail by 7. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Takes a 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Tatum a screen on Morant. Here's Pritchard. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. From deep, Bane nails it from beyond the arc. And now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
Clutch points from Bane. Never scared of the moment.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Let's hear it for your Grizzlies Breakers.
Changes for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Queta. Brown comes in for Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes.
Holiday surveying the floor. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, in the two-man game, Holiday stays under control and picks his spot.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Wanting the ball in these spots is what makes Morant the leader that he is.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Celtics lead by 5. Right side, Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Here's Tatum. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Moran against Holiday. Jackson for three. Porzingis grabs the board.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Tatum passes to Holiday. 55 seconds left in the final quarter.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Smart for three. Boston pulls it in. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Graham.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
First team.
Here's Holiday. Outside, Brown. Pass to Holiday. Back to White. The three. The shot that time not on target. And so Smart will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Left side, Moran. Money! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within three!
Well, that's why you give Morant the ball down the stretch. He does not fear the big moments.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Drew Holiday. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Timeout called. Memphis. They trail by 5. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jackson, and it's good!
Well, Jackson Jr. showing his ability to be a leader in clutch times.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
13 foul. At the line for the Celtics, White taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game. Timeout called. Memphis. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And make some noise for your Hawkins.
Nine seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Bain, no good. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Marcus Smart, second personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tate, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So we see the Celtics get the win here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
PlayStation